So in previous class, we already discussed about program structure of VHDL. Program structure of VHDL. So in that program structure, we study about a different 5 subtopics, which are entity declaration, architecture declaration, configuration declaration, package declaration, and libraries. So totally those 5 topics are comes under VHDL program structure. Our next topic is elements of VHDL. Elements of VHDL. So under elements of VHDL, you study about data types, data objects, operators, and identifiers. So under elements of VHDL, you learn about data types, data objects, operators, and identifiers. In today's class, you learn about VHDL identifiers. So first of all, you know down VHDL identifiers. What is identifier? What is the purpose of identifier? A VHDL identifier is used to identify various VHDL objects. So first note down the definition of identifier. Identifiers are names of things that you create. Identifiers are names of things that you create. So that is, identifiers are created by user. Identifiers are created by user. Examples: names of architectures and names of entities, names of variables, and names of signals. Already you know. At the architecture, you mention architecture name. That architecture name is considered as identifier. So similarly, at the entity, you can mention entity name. That entity name can called as identifier. So these are user-defined words. These are user-defined words. So note down what is identifier. Identifiers are names of things that user can create. That user can create. Examples are names of architectures, names of entities, names of signals, variables, and process. What are the rules to form one identifier? What are the rules to form one identifier? The identifier cannot be a reserved word in VHDL. So that is, in VHDL we have some keywords. That is example for, if, else, like that. Architecture, entity, like that. So these identifiers cannot be mentioned as keyword. Keyword lo use chese words ni manamu identifiers ga teeskokodadu. That is first rule. Identifier ante user defined words. Ante entity pakkana manam use chese entity name, architecture pakkana manam use chese architecture name, ivanni kuda identifiers kinda treat chestamu. So identifiers are user defined words. సో ఆ వర్డ్స్ మీరు VHDLలో ఉండే కీవర్డ్స్గా యూజ్ చేయకూడదు. దట్ ఈస్ ఫస్ట్ రూల్. See these rules. It can consist of alphabet characters, numbers, and underscore. It consists of alphabet characters, numbers, and underscore. మస్ట్గా ఆల్ఫాబెట్ క్యారెక్టర్స్తో కానీ నెంబర్స్తో కానీ అండర్స్కోర్తో కానీ మనం ఫామ్ చేసుకోవాలి ఆ ఐడెంటిఫైర్ అనేది. It can consist of alphabet characters, numbers, and underscore. Already you see, to write half adder, you separate the two words with underscore, half underscore adder. Similarly, to form full adder, full underscore adder. So the identifier must consist of alphabet letters, numbers and underscore. And what is the second rule? First character must be letter. That is, first character is always considered as alphabet. Letter means alphabet. So English alphabets from A to Z. The first character must be alphabet. Last character cannot be an underscore. Last character cannot be an underscore. In that word, last character cannot be an underscore. అంటే వర్డ్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా మన అండర్స్కోర్ తోటి ఎండ్ చేయకూడదు. Consecutive underscores are not allowed. Consecutive underscores are not allowed. సో 2 underscores ని పక్క పక్కన మనం రాయకూడదు. Consecutive underscores are not allowed. The next rule is upper and lower case are equivalent. So that is case insensitive. VHDL is a case insensitive. What is meant by case sensitive and case insensitive? The upper letters are equals to lower case letters, then it is called case insensitive. If the upper case letters are differ with the lower case letters, then that is case sensitive. Case sensitive. So in VHDL, upper and lower cases are equal. Upper and lower cases are equal.